Hello chaps, and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we'll continue our exploration into DyWorld. When the last episode just got our electronic control boards up and running. In today's episode, we will work towards some of the things we need to get our rocket silo built. More personally, getting aluminum plates done. To do that, I want to jump into aluminum smelting. To that we need pure aluminum, so that means we'll start to go into slag reprocessing. That seems like that is the best way to get aluminum here at the start, so hopefully that is a good way to do it. So if you think that's going to be cool, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, jump on Discord as well. Always fun there. So let's get on with some slag processing. As I was saying, we want to work towards getting our rocket silo done, and for that we need aluminium. For that we do need blast furnaces, but like I said, want to get slag up first, and that is making a bloomery with 3 inputs. Slag we have a ton of, lignite we have a ton of, and oxygen canisters is also something we have quite a bit of. So firstly, let's just steal this setup. It can pretty much give us some of the start of what we need. So I think it'll be a good place to start. Let's just move it out here to have a good starting point. So that will give us our canisters. After that, we do require some bloomeries. Do I have any on me? I do. Look how prepared I am. And for that we need the slag reprocessing. And look how many outputs we have. 2, 4, that's 20 outputs or something like that. So we'll need to hook it up in a way where we can actually sort all of this. Or we can do the simple thing, just drop it into a chest and take it from there. For now, we might just drop it into one chest for now, and then I'll try to sort it and figure out how to get it from here into all the different areas we need. Most certainly getting each of them their own belt on the bus. I think that will be the best way to do it. Let's see here. 2 inputs, slag for days. That's more than 10 per second for one of them. So that actually means that just one belt currently can get consumed by one of these. Oh, yeah. Or close to at least. So why don't we try and take... Well, we'll just take on one slag belt. I actually think that'll be fine. Then we'll slowly consume what is needed, and then we'll work from there. We'll have slag on the inside, then we'll have lignite on the next one. Pretty much being consumed here. And to be honest, just for the sake of speed, I think we should do something like this. To get you in, and you can turn that way. Will this give us enough space for it? That goes in, that can get moved in like this. But also, oh yeah, we can just get this jump. That's what I'm looking for. Something that we can do that with. So in the future when we do this, it is completely modular, and we can, almost modular, but we can hook it up as needed. Yeah, that's for the future. So for now, let's take this and use this as a blueprint. 1, 2, couldn't really have room for one more, but this is fine. Let's move you over 2 spots in between. And let's go there. I think that's pretty decent. Then again, as for sorting, that is gonna be more interesting than anything. But then again, this is just to get aluminium for now. So let's take a little setup where we have you going out down here. We can load in all the canisters again here, and the rest can go out somewhere else, which is currently a chest. So let's see here. And it's thus good. So this means that the loop is sorted. You'll go down this way into a chest. Let's see, one just for now. Thank you. So let's see how far long it takes for one of these to fill up. But at least we have the loop going. Power. So I'll just quickly go grab our slag and get in the lignite as well. And then we'll be right back. So we just connected up our two new inputs. We have the slag going on the outside. Added in a second smelter or bloomery to consume whatever surplus we have from this one into that one. And then outputs back into the chest. So let's try and hook it up and see if this actually works. We will be missing a bit, but this should give us all the aluminium we need, depending on if you're American or English. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to put in the canisters as well. I have a little buffer here to sort it out. Oh wait, oh I'm an idiot. I forgot to hook up some belts. Whoops. I think the easiest way to do this is just take these on the half a belt instead of a full belt. And I can't remember how to shorten them. But yeah, I'll just fix this so it actually goes on half the belt and the other half can have the canisters on it. So be back in just a second. So quickly fix the mistake. Let's try and hook up a loader and see if we can actually get this to work. There we go. That is working as intended. You're going to produce more at a quicker rate than we can use them. And now we should have delicious mixed kind of ores going out that we can use for different things. Canisters back in. We have you going out. And look at that. Delicious different ores. Very, very nice. So we'll just let this run fill up while we start to design the next part of this. So as I was saying, we're working towards aluminium. So this is going to give us pure aluminium ore and also some impure things. We could in theory start to wash all of it, but for now I think I'll just take the pure and at least get us off the ground with what we need. So for that we need two things. We just need to get the smeltery up and running, pure aluminum ore. Gives a bit of slag out we can get back into here. But pretty much getting blast furnaces will be the way to go. Let's try and place you over here for now. Move you over here instead. I want you to make molten aluminum. And where's the imp? Oh yeah, of course outputs, that makes sense. Outputs at the top. Will that be the easiest way to control it? And then we can do something like this. With outputs going this way. And then we can have one of these gas ones just below. So let's move you up a bit. Let's say right there. Get you in here. And if you make hydrogen, you make 600 every 10 seconds. You require 75 every 40. So I think this is going to be more than strong enough for what we need. So with a bit of a hookup for this, if we do that and that, do something like this to make it a bit easier going forward, and take some underground belts. No, underground pipes. Then we have two slots for inputs. That will be the pure aluminum ore. Go up this way, making a nice and modular build with inputs here and here. Out there. That'll start to produce hydrogen. Hydrogen will go in here. Power these. And then you'll output molten aluminum over here. It will be about... what's it going to be? A maximum 4 point something per second. Graph speed 1. That's about 8 per second. If you throw that into casters, because we want to get them into plates as well. I would want to make ingots before. Oh, well, we'll need the plates. I think that is what we need. Let's just quickly check. What is the ingots used for? absolutely nothing, but the plates are used for a ton of things. So if you do this, we'll have you going out 8 per second currently into a caster that takes 1 per 25. We did 8 per second before. That means this does 4 per second. That means it's a 1-to-1 ratio pretty much. Well, that makes it a lot easier to set up with a 1-to-1 ratio. Huh. So that means we'll have a caster on each of these. Hooking them up, yeah, will probably work. It's easier to hook up because then we can do this just above to get twice as much. Though that is not needed yet. We don't have the throughput. But then double casters and then it'll work. So let me just go grab some casters and then we'll be right back. So went and got some casters so we can finally start to place them down. And what if we do something like this? Just to future-proof it, because we do know that it will need this much to run both of them. And then we can output it. Then we have a nice modular setup. Taking pure aluminum ore in, getting a few outputs out. Pretty much here and here maybe. Going around and down. And then cycling the aluminum ore back into the system again. Aluminum ore, sorry. The slag. Over to here when needed. Or back to the main bus and in. And then having them merge somewhere else. But while I was building this, I noticed that for one, yeah, we do get some pure aluminum at a decent rate. We also have some impure ones. And why not just set up some washing as well? Since if you look at the recipe for it, impure aluminum ore canisters gives us canisters, pure aluminum ore, and nitrogen out. So it's an extremely simple process, and why don't we set it up? I'll move these around in just a sec, but let's quickly design the next thing we need for washing. We need nitrogen. We will need some centrifuges. I went and got a few, just because we want to make a blueprint that can be used for any kind of washing for when we change the impure into all of this in a bit. There. Of course, we'll need canisters as well, so pretty much a setup like this. Let's steal. Let's steal. Wait, what if we steal all of it? What if we steal you? As a current blueprint we'll make it in. Always good to have a bit of a design. Nitrogen. Nitrogen, nitrogen. This flips around, goes out. You will of course be a centrifuge instead. Taking care of aluminum ore. This way we can have the ore going in. Might change this one out for just a normal inserter. So I don't back up too much of it. So what if we just do something as simple as this? And you have a belt, that means we get 450 per minute. That's 450, that's per minute. This requires 2 per second. Well, that's way more than enough. Will it future-proof it? Not really. I kind of want to get on 2 belts. The canisters here, then we'll just long-handed grab the rest. Or do something to speed it up a bit. In theory, go and make these. Yeah, let's go and grab some of those in just a second. Just use normal long-handed for now. Because then we have this setup working very nicely. We'll of course need some more canisters as soon as we have some. Let's just take... Let's take all of you. You can have 10 more just to back it up a bit. Then you'll have the rest up here. Let's move this out the way. Go over here for a second. Then we'll take this one down here. Is it enough with one? Let's see. Do a bit of space. So let's say you there. This one will go next to it. Your ore goes over here. Oh, don't build that one yet. as we do this quickly. I love being able to move things like this. It saves so much time. We can pick all of you up as well. That's help a bit. Get the rest down, then we'll filter over what we need from here to this setup. Don't think the ore is used for anything else. The impure, poor, asteroid mining. Yeah, so mostly just used for this. So filtering it over is probably the easiest way to handle this. Means you'll go down this way. You'll go over right here. Filter in for whatever we get from the main boss in the future. But import it from here, as I want this one to empty out as quickly as possible. There's no surplus except the canisters, which will go in here. So now we just need to filter out what we need. We need two things from over here. And I kind of want them to get them down to the main boss. So let me quickly go and find two spots for them. And then we'll see how we handle all of this. We could do a mixed belt on the main boss. Ugh. Even though how nasty that sounds. And just filter it out as needed when it gets to the spots. We'll see. I will at least hook it up and then we'll be right back. So I've been thinking a bit of how to hook this up because I was trying to pick out this million types of items, and for now I'll just take out the aluminum and then I'll sort this out a bit later and do some very nice splitting out of every single here and sending some to recycler. But what I came up with is a normal loadout with pure aluminum ore and impure aluminum ore. The impure one goes over here into our washing plant, and the pure goes over here. Now, of course, this goes out and in. All the pure ones, as soon as they're done, always taken from here first. So I think this should work, unless I've done the math completely wrong. So let's try and see this in action. And while this is going, we'll be able to hook up the things we have over here. So we'll have you going out and down, out and down. And from here we'll have the slack going over here to make sure we don't have that building up. There goes the small amount of pure we have. Should probably remove this for a little bit, or remove it down here actually, to be honest. Just to future-proof ourselves a bit and not have to wait hours for this one to work. But this is the gist of how we want all of this to run. So canisters, oh, I forgot to add some. There we go. That should start the washing of the items. And I'll take you away. That'll output pure aluminum ore. And send all of this in. So we can kind of control it. And let's do a fish. Go left, because that way we can remove that. I think we can at least. All of it goes over here. Might be wrong with that, but let's see. There we are. Pure. So that is, look at that. Now it's completely empty. So that is outputting. We are getting the pure we need. The impure is getting processed here. That'll give us aluminum plates, aluminum plates. So with that out the way, if you look right here, we have 3 out of the 4 items needed to make a rocket silo. We also need a few things for asteroid mining, one of them being titanium plate. And to be honest, we could take titanium from here, do the exact same setup, split it out, do this whole setup one further over, just with the titanium. And that is why I kind of wanted on the main boss all of this to source it out correctly. Also, if we add more in the future, it's always nice having a way in. But for now, let's just try this. What if we do you And then you will split out here. Actually, we can go here instead, because this is kind of the way I want to filter it anyway. And then we'll take titanium ore, or to be honest, even easier, we'll take pure aluminum ore out this way. So everything else goes over here. And for this, we just want pure and the other one. So we'll take pure titanium, we'll take impure titanium, because we should have that in stock as well. Yes, and we'll get all of this over to the washer and then make sure everything can run. So I'll copy paste this over one, set up this for titanium, and then we'll be right back. So I just got done setting it up, and I noticed one silly thing I did over here, and that was using canisters for whatever this was. Because there is a recipe where you can just do it completely without the canisters, just going directly into the fluids. So we'll try that for titanium, so we have both set up. So all we need to do now is hook it up, get the output sorted, have added in a few inserters, and let's see if we can get this to actually work. There we are. Let's see if we messed anything up when doing this. Luckily, everything is going. Another sneaky follower from Twitch. That's always fun. So let's see here. Magnesium ore, we'll probably need that at some point as well. But right now we have all the impure being sorted here. Outputting pure titanium. That means now we have you going. Oh, why are you not going? Oh, you have an output. You need to salt. I'll probably do the same setup as over here to make it look a bit better. Let's quickly do that. I'll just show you my process of actually making it. Let's just take you, please. You can just kind of go to... Yeah, that's fine. Or we can actually move it over here if we want to. Right here, take you away, pick this one up, change you into, into right here, where you at, your aluminium, yes, wait, not that, not you, sorry, this one, and into nitrogen, so that's to power you, and then we need to just do something with the outputs, and the easiest thing to do with it is 1, cycle it back in, or 2, just recycle it. Let's flush you, there we are. And it produced 100, so don't know if we can cycle it back in. So for now, let's just do this. We should have some recyclers. I might just take care of it for now, and then we'll have some exotic matter going out. Please take that. And there we are. So, not the prettiest build, but it should work until we get to a more optimized state. Pretty much getting to robots and trains, so we can expand out a train network. It takes some time to set up, but it's worthwhile going forward if we can get it to go. Flush. What? Oh, we can mix things. Flush you. There we go. Our first titanium is being outputted. And over here. You're not going yet because you're still lacking that. But hopefully that will soon get filled up. And then we can start to recycle the rest of you. Of all that junk. So that is aluminium and titanium up and running. In terms of getting to here, we have most we need to get to this one. We also have everything we need. So in theory, we can make mining asteroids now quite easily. So the last thing we need is just hooking up you. And for that, concrete will get us a long way. And let's see, concrete. It's probably locked behind sand and limestone, so that should be somewhat easy to set up. Don't we have sand? We have, yeah, that's glass directly into. We could in theory just steal this, or even simpler, we can output the sand somewhere else, but I kind of want to save some of this. So we can make our own sand setup for making concrete. How much do we need? Concrete powder, is this used for concrete? And concrete is used for rocket silo, delivery cannon. Seems a lot of things for the future. There's still things a bit ways off other than the rocket silo. So yeah, let's set up something for it. Automation is always the way to go. Close to at least. So there we are. There we are. And you're fine. Concrete. So I'll pretty much just make the concrete we need, because then we can actually we'll probably set up the rocket silo next episode and try to launch some rockets. Because we do have the next rocket thing we have to do, mining satellites, to get going. So yeah, I think I will end the episode here. We got aluminium, we got titanium production going in a very, very slow way. But now that we can launch satellites, we can kind of launch them to pick up titanium. Or what else we need so we can actually start building the process. So look forward to that next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, do remember to leave a like and subscribe. Jump on Discord as well. Comment down below whatever you want. And yeah, then I will see you in the next episode. Bye guys.